Hola y bienvenidos a UFC Conectado. Julianna Pena impactó al planeta en el UFC 269, derrotando a Amanda Nunes y convirtiéndose en la campeona de peso gallo. Su viaje al título comenzó en el 2013, durante la primera temporada de The Ultimate Fighter, en presentar atletas femeninas. Miembro del equipo Tate, Peña arrasó en su camino por el torneo, haciendo historia en el proceso. The Venezuelan Vixen revive junto a nosotros su paso por The Ultimate Fighter en esta edición de Primer Día.
Going into The Ultimate Fighter, I was 4-2. I definitely think that being introduced to the UFC by way of The Ultimate Fighter helped me deal with all of these things that other fighters get shocked at.
This is a monumental season, you know. For the first time ever, women will be competing on The Ultimate Fighter. The sport has been evolving for the last 13 years, and along with the men's side of the sport, so has the women's. The women that we have this season are legit, and they've been waiting for this moment their entire life. Yeah. All right, we're gonna pick teams now. You got the first pick.
Julianna.
This is a shocker.
Being picked first definitely added a lot of pressure. In the beginning, before we chose teams, everyone loved me and everyone was so nice to me and everyone was great. The second that the team split up, it was like, we hate you, you're number one enemy. So I just did my best to stay away from everybody, to put my head down and just to focus on myself. My main focus was keep your blinders on. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Just focus on what you gotta do at the task at hand and you should be fine.
Now bring it on, come on.
Working with Rhonda and Misha, it was a very interesting dynamic, to say the least. I know Misha, I trained with her in the past, and Rhonda did not like that.
Roll it through, Shayna, come on! Stand the up! Look at her feet, undo her feet! Look at your feet, get your feet out! Are you kidding me?
You don't really have a say in the matchups. You don't get a choice who you're going to fight. I ended up fighting a teammate of mine that I had previously lost to in my hometown of Spokane, Washington. She actually snapped my arm, and I didn't tap.
She doesn't tap, right? I mean, it broke her arm. She didn't get up afterwards. She's just like lying there with her arm bent that way.
To rematch her, even though she was on my team, was a ton of pressure for me because I wanted that revenge. I wanted to know personally that I can beat this girl.
Stop!
Not only did I get that win, but that got me to the finale. I didn't know who I was gonna have in the final. I wasn't expecting to fight Jessica, but Jessica Rakoczy has amazing stand-up. She is a world champion boxer, I think like 7 or 8-time world champion boxer. She's got amazing footwork. She's squirrely, she's fast as lightning. To see her to be able to take out Raquel Pennington and to know that Raquel couldn't get past her was shocking to me. And I was excited for the matchup because I knew that Jessica's ground game was not as versed as mine.
A laser-like focus as Julianna Pena makes her way briskly to the UFC's octagon. She was the first overall pick, and Misha said at the time, I think she can get this done.
I mean, she's like a robot out there, and what she lacks in technique, she makes up for in aggression, in pace, in heart, and she's gonna need that against Rakoczy tonight.
My game plan was the same as it is every fight. Go get in this girl's face and go make it a fist fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will determine who will be the women's bantamweight winner of season 18 of The Ultimate Fighter.
The mood is very much like gladiator style. You're about to go to war, and you gotta be getting in that, dark mental spot that only fighters can get into when they're about to go to war.
Julianna Pena and Jessica Rakoczy. Only one woman will leave the octagon as the original women's Ultimate Fighter.
Here we go, first round, you ready? You ready? Let's go! You don't want to make it a technical fight against someone like Rakoczy. You got to make it ugly.
I needed to clinch up with her. You can't play to somebody's strengths. She's a boxer. She wants to touch and not get touched. She wants to create her space so that way she can try to knock me out.
And Jessica Rakoczy dealing with the pressure and the aggression from Julianna Pena here early.
Pena working on a guard pass. Some nice guard retention from Jessica Rakoczy as she gets back to her feet.
My goal was to close the distance on her right away, get my body lock, get my takedowns, and then, finish the fight via ground and pound, via submission, however it would come.
And Pena trying to posture up. Oh, and she's landing there. Rakoczy trying to use her feet to get back upright, but Pena pounces down on her once again.
An arm attack on the right arm of Rakoczy now. Chooses to mount. She does. And this is the pressure of Julianna Pena, just non-stop.
We'll see if Rakoczy will survive to see a second round. She's covering up, but that'll do it. Julianna Pena is your Ultimate Fighter winner. What a performance here tonight. You did it.
I absolutely had a sense of urgency to finish that fight. My whole premise as a fighter is just try to drown them into deep water and taking them where they're going to be most uncomfortable. And that, for me, has been the ground.
This is that crazy pace that Pena loves.
And that might do it. Julianna Pena pouring it on now.
Anytime you can get a stoppage in the first round is always a good thing. I was the first to win the Ultimate Fighter for females ever. And it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart.
There is a new force to be reckoned with.
It was when I broke out on the scene in the UFC, and it's an accomplishment that no one will ever be able to take away from me.
Julianna, the Venezuelan vixen, Pena!
I'm very excited, and I can't wait to put in more work. It's just about to get started.
Your Ultimate Fighter winner, she is Julianna Pena.
Julianna ha roto todos los pronósticos desde su primera pelea como la menos favorita y gracias a esa mentalidad, hoy es la reina de la división de peso gallo.